Hello YouTube family, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Vanessa. How are you guys feeling the new intro? I worked really hard on it. I tried my best. I'm not the most tech savvy person, but I tried. Let me know what you think about it in the comments down below, please. But anyways, what you're all here for, today we're going to be trying out the new Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue foundation. I did get the shade 123, which I think is so funny because 1, 2, 3. No? Okay. Anyways, so let me just give you guys a little bit of information on this foundation. It says here it has a high pigment matte finish, buildable, lightweight, and long wear. It is medium to full coverage. You get 1 ounce, which is pretty standard for foundations, and this does retail for $36. So it says here, our lightweight medium to full coverage foundation delivers a blurring effect which reduces the appearance of fine lines and skin imperfections. I did order this online from Ulta. It was not available in stores, so I was not able to color match myself in person. I watched tons of videos and I saw this chart that Dose of Colors posted with like shade references, not shade references, shade comparisons, and I made my decision from there. I did try it on one side of my face the other day just to make sure I got the correct shade, and I do believe that it does have a blurring effect. I didn't set it or anything. I didn't have, my face wasn't moisturized yet. I didn't have any primer, but I did try it on this side of my face and it didn't look blurred. I'm really excited to try it out on the rest of my face today and set it and just wear it out throughout the day and see what happens. This is vegan, cruelty-free, talc-free, paraben-free, oil-free, and fragrance-free, which I love. I hate makeup with fragrance in it. Hate it. I could do skincare with fragrance, but not makeup. So before we start, I want to mention skin prep with you guys, and I used the Benefit Cosmetics Total Moisture Facial Cream and the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. So I don't usually do this, but for today I thought, why not? I'm going to do one side of my face with a brush and then the other side of my face with a sponge. This is the Morphe Highlight and Contour Sponge. It is a little dirty, but who gives a damn? Not I. And then on this side I'm going to use the Morphe M439 foundation brush. I love this brush. I would definitely recommend it. I just realized I completely forgot to show you guys what the bottle looks like. So this is what it looks like. Super pretty. It's like a frosted glass. It has a black cap, a pump, you know we love a pump, and then it just says Meet Your Hue all over here, and at the top it says foundation. I think it's really sleek. It looks elegant. It looks high-end in my opinion. Oh, by the way, if you want to know over shade twins, I'm a MAC NC42, Syracuse, and NARS Natural Longwear Radiant Foundation, Praline and Too Faced, Born This Way, 300 and Fenty Beauty. So yeah. Oh, I actually think, to be honest, that out of all those foundations, the one that this one compares to the most is the MAC NC42. It's almost the same. The MAC one is a little bit thicker than this one, but they're both kind of like on the orange side. I'm gonna do 2 pumps of this. Oh wow. I didn't realize how small the pumps actually are, but whatever, we're still doing 2. So this is what it looks like. In person, it looks a lot more orange. Not Donald Trump orange, but you know, orange enough. But that's totally fine. You can definitely neutralize that with like your concealer and stuff. All right, so I'm starting off with this side, which I'm doing the brush on. Do you guys think this is a good match? Honestly, this is like, I don't know if it's because of the brush or the foundation itself, but this is a lot of coverage. I think I only need a little bit more right here, but for the most part, this is great. This is supposed to be a matte foundation, but it's looking more dewy, to be honestly, girl. to be honest, it is looking a little bit dewy. But as it is starting to dry down, I can see it getting more matte. So we'll see if it's more like a true matte or a demi matte. Just gonna add more can't talk. Gonna add more a little bit. Gonna add a little more right here. Like right here. And right here. Guys, I'm sweating. Now let's do this side with the sponge. So what I can say is that with the brush you get a fuller coverage, which I kind of assumed it was gonna be the case. With the sponge you get more like a medium coverage. You can definitely build it up. I think both sides look really nice, but around right here, this side, the sponge side does look more blurred out than the brush side. And it's just this area because everything else on this side looks blurred out except for right here, which leads me to believe it's probably just my skin. I'm gonna finish applying this with a sponge, but again, they look nice with both of them. Just more full coverage here. The sides of my face took up the entire 2 pumps, so that's not something that really concerns me, honestly, because like I said, the pumps are small, so you're just gonna have to pump out extra. So this is what my face is looking like with the foundation all over. I definitely see the blurring effect. You can definitely build it up to a full coverage. I feel like I got a pretty full coverage. I don't want to keep adding more. I honestly think that if I add more, it'll look cakey, which I would understand because this is already pretty full. So far it looks really nice. My only issue is my nose. It's not sticking to my nose, which I don't really want to hold against the foundation because I usually have trouble with foundation sticking to my nose. I don't know why, like no matter how much I moisturize it, it's like dry when the foundation's going on. I don't know why, because my I have an oily T-zone, so it definitely dried down matte, but it's not like super matte. Like you still have like a bit of a glow, so I would say demi matte is the finish, not like Fenty Beauty matte. I'm gonna put on my concealer, and I'm using the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade medium. So I'm back. I did set my face off camera. I set my I baked my under eyes with the Huda Beauty setting powder in the shade Pound Cake, and then I set the rest of my face with the Beauty Bakery setting powder in the shade Yellow. I do gotta say my skin is looking really nice so far. I look even more blurred after setting my face. I mean, I definitely saw the blurring effect before, but now I see it even more now that my face is set. The only place I'm not really liking it is on my forehead, but that's my own fault because I feel like I applied too much, and honestly I keep on sweating, so the foundation is kind of like getting messed up here. But so far so good. I think it looks really nice. I will finish the rest of my makeup off camera and then I'll be right back. Alright you guys, I'm back. Let me know, does this look weird, this hairstyle? I don't know what I was going for. Anyways, this is my finished look. It's around 4 o'clock. I'm gonna be doing a wear test of this foundation, and I will be catching up with you guys later. Hey guys, so I wanted to do a 3-hour check-in with you guys, and honestly, this foundation is looking amazing. Like, my skin looks so flawless. It's wearing really nicely. And remember how I was saying how I had trouble with the foundation sticking to my nose because my nose was kind of like dry? After I set my face, my nose actually looked totally fine. It looked perfect. The foundation is coming off a little bit on my nostrils, but that happens with every single foundation because I have like, when I put on makeup, my nose gets really runny. I don't know why, but yeah, so I'm not holding that against the foundation. So far so good. It's looking really nice. Not settling into any fine lines or anything like that, and I think it looks really pretty. What do you guys think? Alright guys, I'm back. So it's been a little bit over 6 hours, and I gotta say I'm pleasantly surprised. I look incredibly greasy because of my light. I promise in person I actually don't look this greasy. I think this foundation wore beautifully. Like I feel like a lot of foundations as the hours go on, they start looking a little thicker. I feel like this one melted into my skin and just kept looking nicer as the hours went by. I feel like around the 6-hour mark, this is pretty much what I would definitely look like no matter what foundation I'd be wearing, because I have a very oily T-zone. I usually get a lot more oilier around here with other foundations, which even though I did get oily with this one around there, it's not that bad. I have not touched up at any point in the day. It did not crease, it did not sink into my smile lines. It's just a very beautiful foundation, to be honest. I really like it. Like, it's not a dry ass matte, like it's very beautiful. And this situation, you could just blot. I mean, I would have blotted a long time ago, so it would have never gotten like this if I hadn't been doing a wear test. So I am going to touch up with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in the shade number 2 medium, just to see how the foundation looks. Guys, also I've been sweating bricks today. Like, it hasn't been that hot, but I don't know what it is with my body. Like, I sweat and I get hot so easily, even in the winter. It did come off a little bit on my forehead, but that usually happens when I sweat a lot. That's like where my foundation usually goes first, I guess. Alright, so after powdering up, we're back to being matte. The foundation looks like I just applied it. The only place where like the powder didn't look too nice is on my forehead, and that's because my forehead was already wet, to be honest, from all the sweat. But it's whatever, not that big of a deal to me. Overall, I really like this foundation. I think it's absolutely beautiful. It has such a nice finish, good coverage, lightweight. It does have a blurring effect, and I feel like as the hours go on in the day, you just keep looking better and better. Just, you might have to blot here and there, but it shouldn't be too bad. If you blot once, I feel like it shouldn't be too bad, you know? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your post notifications. Follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next time.